So driving in Malaysia, I have a British driving license, so right hand side wheel, driving on the left. It's that's all good. Obviously if you come from a left-hand drive place, maybe a bit of getting used to. I guess key thing, if you're going to drive the Proton brand and the Padea brand, I think is the second one, they're Malaysian cars. They are way cheaper than imported cars, so it's something to bear in mind. So this is a Toyota Velfire, which imported, so super expensive. The equivalent of the this in a Proton or the Padea, let's call it brand, way cheaper. So definitely something to think about. Now on the road, the main thing is that driving, I want to call it terrible. They if their nose is ahead of you on a roundabout, they'll cut you up. Say on the outside lane and they're moving to the inside, they won't care, that they won't keep in their lane, they'll just cut you straight up. You've got to watch out for motorbikes, and then at any point someone can just swerve left or swerve right, so it makes you a better driver because they're so terrible generally at driving. And when I look, it's all the burqa wearing, I don't know if it's burqa, the headscarf wearing, mobile phone operating women that are seem to be the main culprits for the terrible driving. Whenever I look in a car that's cut me up, or just like change lane, or just swerve from the right all the way to turning left, or something crazy, it's a scarf wearing, mobile phone operating woman. Other things to think about, there's a main like vein of traffic, I think it's the E1, that goes like north to south on the mainland of Malaysia, and that midnight, 3 AM, 2 AM, it is always busy, it would seem. So just be prepared that you may hit some serious traffic at any point in time. The worst is obviously the 2 rush hours, but there does seem to be traffic issues. We've heard of people being stuck like 6-7 hours on that main road. I think it's the E1. Tolls, it is a toll country, so every so often on these main roads, not on these back roads that we're on, you'll need to pay the toll. The best way to go about that is what they call a touch and go card. So I've got one of them here. You just stop at a garage, a Petronas garage. So Petronas is the Malaysian oil company, and they can issue the touch and go cards, which you top up with your ringgit, and then as you tap, your money gets deducted off the card. These cards you can also use on trains, loads of places you can use this touch and go card. It's really handy, so I definitely recommend, if you're staying for any time at all in Malaysia, to grab yourself a touch and go card. I then have the app, and on the app you can reload your touch and go. You scan your card like on the back of your phone, and then you can add your ringgit into the touch and go app, and then add your ringgit from your app to your touch and go card. It's a good system, and why not charge for people to use the highways. No, I've got no problem with that. You see, in the UK, there's like 2 tolls. There's like one near Birmingham, and I think there's one somewhere else. So I'm not used to tolls, but you know, they're cool. I also feel like they, when you're on a motorway and you've done like 3 hours without slowing, you never want to stop because you don't want to like give up where you are on the motorway. But here, because there's a toll, it kind of gives you a break in your driving. So I feel like somehow it's safer, and just takes away that like must keep going, must keep my motorway position. Takes away that, because you got to stop, you got to go through the toll before proceeding. What else to know about the roads? Not much. They're in good nick. We're about to go through a section which was relaid in like a week. Quite amazing. They work round the clock. It's smooth like butter, the road they've put down. In the UK, on a road like this, they would like spray tar and then drop shingle, and it's like horrific, and it lasts no time. Here they do a proper job. They scratch up the whole road like a couple of inches, 3-4 inches down, relay the whole surface with like butter smooth tarmac, how it should be done. It's why Britain is heading towards like complete and utter poverty, whereas here's just getting richer and richer. And you know, just in their ability to lay a road, how can the Brits, I've turned into having a rant about Brits, how can they not in the 21st century be able to lay a road in like a day? Why? Here they can. I think that's it in general for cars. I'm going to take you through the buying process in another video, but yeah, it's pretty easy to drive, pretty good driving Malaysia. Everyone seems to chock along. There's way less cameras, loads of traffic lights you will find, more than I'm used to, but it's fine, no problem getting used to them. And yeah, we've had some good long journeys at the weekends out to the coastlines and various places on the roads, and yeah, really no issue, quite a pleasure. Alright, till next time. Like, I was talking about the Proton, so that car on the left is a Proton, the one on the right is the like Padea brand. So just to show you that they are quite frequent, where you see these Malaysian brands. There's the Proton. They make some, their newer ones are quite a bit nicer. They make something called the XC90, which I'm sure you know there's the X90 Volvo. So, and they look really similar. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like using the same like manufacturing line to make the XC90 for the Proton, replica of the Volvo X90. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, anyway, those are the two brands.